Hey guys, Cleanblade here, bringing another Pokemon TCG deck profile today. And before we jump into things today, I want to say a big thank you for two of my videos that have kind of went big in my standards. Thank you guys for breaking 300 views on my Ninja deck profile. It means so much to me, and thank you for breaking 150 views on my Mega Glade EX deck profile. It means a lot to me, guys. Thank you. Just wanted to throw that in there quick. But today, we're going to be looking into a new deck profile here. We're going to be looking into Trubbish, and we're going to be using the Tool Drop ability, and this is going to be our main attacker of the deck right here, Trubbish. 20 times the number of tool cards we have attached to our Pokemon and your opponent's Pokemon. So even if they have a Muscle Band down, we do 20 more damage. So this is good. So let's just jump straight into the deck profile. It's pretty standard, so let's just jump right into it here. We're running one Jirachi X for consistency. Stellar Guidance is really good in this deck, so why not run it? Then we're running 4 Sigilif with this Toolbox ability. It allows us to attach 4 Pokemon tool cards to this one Pokemon. So it's not like we have to have 5 different ones and 5 different Pokemon. We can just attach a whole bunch to this Sigilif and bam, we're set and ready to go. It only has 1 retreat cost, which is nice, but we do run Floatstone, so it doesn't really matter. Then, of course, we're running 4 Trubbish with Tool Drop. It's the only one with Tool Drop, so you run that one. And yeah, this is a turbo version of the deck, so yeah. Now, this is our entire Pokemon lineup. It's only 9 Pokemon. It's kind of short, but it works out, believe it or not. We have nothing but basic Pokemon in our deck, so it works out really well. And then, we're running 2 bicycles just because we can get down to those 4 cards sometimes. And, well, when you do, a bicycle really helps. So, we run 2 of them. And then we're running 4 roller skates. The extra draws when you land heads is really nice in this deck. You could, like, try and fit a Shaman in if you wanted, stuff like that. But, 4 roller skates is what I chose. I think it's really good. Then we're running 3 Trainer's Mail. Help us get those roller skates, those float stones, stuff like that when we need them. Just the extra 20 damage for that kill. Stuff like that. 3 Trainer's Mail is really good in this deck. And then we're running 4 Ultra Ball. Helps us dig when we need a Trubbish, stuff like that. You need a Jirachi turn 1. We can get a Jirachi turn 1. So, it's really good. Then we're running 3 via Seeker. Pretty standard. Who doesn't like getting supporters back into your hand? Everybody does. Then we're running 1 Lysander and 1 Trump card. Those are both really standard. One's for just game reasons, and one's just not to deck out. And then we're running... Whoa, there. Then we're running 4N. 4N is really good in this deck. Sometimes you don't want to discard certain hands, so we just N them out instead. And then we're also running 4 Sycamore. Because Sycamore, when we do get down to like 1 or 2 cards in our hand, because we're attaching so many tools and stuff like that, Sycamore just allows us to draw a whole bunch of cards back, and we continue to explode turn 1 or 2. Then we're running 4 Dimension Valley. This allows us to attack for 1 Psychic Energy, and that's it, so that's really good. We don't have to attach to and use like EXP shares and stuff like that, so we don't have to do any of that, so this is really good. Then we're running, like I said before, we're running 4 Floatstone. We can, if our Trubbish dies, we can promote a Sigilif with Floatstone, get free retreats, stuff like that, so just a really good card overall in this deck. And then we're running 4 Hard Charm. Allows our Sigilifs to essentially become more tanky than they already are. So they only have 90 HP, but get a couple of these on everyone, and bam, they have way more HP than that just because your opponent's doing so much less damage. And then, onto our ace spec of the deck, we are running 1 Life Dew. The Life Dew tech is mostly for Flareon and Night March and stuff like that, where they can trade 1-to-1 with you, like they kill your Trubbish, take a prize, you kill their Flareon, take a prize. So this is just for them to not get a prize for killing your Trubbish. So this way you slowly but surely get the prize lead, because you can always trump card it back. So this is really good in the deck. I highly recommend you run it. You could also run computer search if you wanted to, or anything like that. So I just run Life Dew. I think it's better overall. So yeah, it's really good in those matchups, so I chose to run Life Dew. And then we're running 4 Muscle Band. Yep, 4 Muscle Band. It's really good in this deck. There's really not much to say about it. We don't have any EX attackers or anything like that, so just for muscle band. We don't need silver bangle in the deck because we do 20 times the number of energies, number of tool cards, not energies. So we just kind of deal 200 damage pretty early on in the game with the muscle band, so we can basically kill almost everything in the game with this deck. So yeah, megas can be a little bit hard for this deck, so there is that. And then for energies, we're just running 8 psychic energy, and that's it. Pretty standard for energies, a low count because we are running so many items and trainer cards and stuff like that. So yeah, I will say though, extremely hard matchups for this deck is Seismitoad and Garbodor. Garbodor and Seismitoad are really good against this deck because Garbodor shuts down our Sigilif ability, and so does Seismitoad in a way because then we can attach all these nice little item cards that we want to attach. So those are two really bad matchups, though if they go first or something like that and you can basically open up really well, you can still win those matchups. It's just kind of against you. So just letting that out there, this deck is weak to those decks. So let's just go find you guys game right away. Let's do this. Right, so I did find this game here. It looks like we're versing some sort of dragon deck. We saw dragon, steel, and colorless. So I have no clue what that could be. We will go first though because why not? We will lead Trubbish over this Jirachi because why would we run lead Jirachi over Trubbish? We'll keep the Jirachi in our hand. We kind of want to hit an Ultra Ball here, and that we do, so that's good for us. And we do kind of want to land like something that we can discard, so I'll get this trump card just to discard it with that, and we will discard the Psychic Energy and get the Sigilif down right away. I don't think our opponent will be able to attack right away, so I'm not really worried about that. We'll try to land the roller skates, and we do get it, so this is good. And I will attach this here. I don't think it will be a big deal in the long run. We do land another roller skates heads, but unfortunately we really don't draw well off of it. So here we'll end, and we do get 2 more Trubbishes, and we will just attach these hard charms here. Just letting our dominance be shown right now. Why not? Basically how it goes. We do still have Jirachi in the deck, so that's really good for us. And now our opponent is already facing down 100 damage. Turn 2. Which is kind of big. We do see a Spirit Link come down and a Scorched Earth. This is kind of fine. We didn't see a Reshiram lead or anything like that, so we do see a Reshiram come down now, even though he really has no way to get it in active. We do see the Shauna, which is good for him, but we will probably just be ending anyways. So we do see the Fire Energy come down, and we do see the bench Rayquaza have the Spirit Link. We do see a Shaman from the draw 2. Pretty good. He is running kind of a speedy deck, and we do see another dragon hit the field, this Hydreigon coming out, so now he'll get a free retreat. He'll be able to attach the benched Rayquaza now if he wanted to, but it doesn't look like he's able to, which is kind of big here. I will be honest, probably not what he was looking for. I will use this Dimension Valley. I will try to get a heads here. We do get the tail, so I'm just going to stop attaching right here, just in case if he does want to do something else still. Here we'll just take our prize, and we do get a Ultra Ball, which means we can go for the Jirachi whenever this Trubbish does, so that is really good for us. Our opponent's kind of in a rough spot at the moment. He does promote this Rayquaza, which is kind of weird here. We could see a double Dragon Energy though here, and then a Reshiram come out and him just retreat right away, since he is getting free retreat off a Hydreigon at the moment. So there is that, but I don't think it will really do much here. And we do see the double Dragon Energy come down here. I don't know what he could even really do here, but I guess we'll find out. We do see a big Sycamore come out, and Mega Turbo and another DDE hitting the graveyard, which is fine by me. Right now we're doing 140 damage. Next turn we're doing 160 with this Muscle Band coming down. So there is that. This deck is kind of weak to start the Megaphone, so if we do get hit by a Megaphone, it will kind of suck a little bit, but it's not end of the world. We do see the Reshiram become active, which is probably a good play from our opponent, but he's not using the ability once again, so kind of a rough thing for our opponent not to be using that ability. We will just attach, and seeing we got the VS Secret, we will go ahead and end. We didn't get a super turbo start, but we didn't get a super bad start here, so we will just tool drop for 160 and grab another prize. And we did get a hard charm, so that's good for us. We can just attach these hard charms anytime we want. So there is that. We do have a bicycle in hand, so we can kind of go a little bit lower in our hand, and we do see another Spirit Link come down and another Reshiram come down. I'm surprised we haven't seen a Mega Rayquaza yet come up, and we do see another Reshiram get promoted active. So I'm a little bit kind of scared waiting for these Megas to come out, but we do see another switch come out, so he will probably kill this here. We're probably going to see a Sycamore here, which will be good for him. Off this Raji. Oh, we do see a Lysandre, so he is going to go and try and get the kill on the Sigilyph. This is a pretty good plan for our opponent. I don't know if he gets the kill. He unfortunately does not, which is kind of big here. I will Ultra Ball here, just to grab nothing. I just wanted to empty my hand a little bit, really. I will attach the Hard Charm here and attach here. I want a Bicycle and try and get a Float Stone here if we possibly can. I don't know if we'll be able to. If we do, it's really good. If we don't, it's kind of bad at this point. Missing a Float Stone here means he gets the kill next turn, and we're kind of behind then. Next turn, we will Trump Card then, if that's the case. We don't like to be behind in this matchup at all. I guess I should have just attached the Sigilyph instead of attaching here, but I thought I'd land a Float Stone, seeing we only drew one so far this game. So I just hope these 3 prizes aren't like Float Stones and stuff like that. Otherwise, this is going to be a really rough game. Seeing right now, we could probably get the KO on the Rayquaza EX at this point, but we are going to lose 3 prizes. We are going to see him retreat so he can attach for free. That would probably be my best guess. And yep, we do see this come down, and we probably will see an attach of a Fire Energy and probably an evolve into a Mega Rayquaza. So this is really big. My misplay might actually cost me the game here. We do see a Sycamore again, so looks like he's not finding these Mega Rays that he wants to find. We do see a Scorched Earth, which is kind of big here. Though he can't retreat at the moment, so this is really good for us. We might just go for the Sycamore if that's the case and try and land an energy, stuff like that. But this is our last VS Seeker, so that probably won't happen. Yeah, I will be stuck having the Trump card here with this in the active position, just because I don't want to thin my deck out that much. So we are going to lose the Sigilyph, which is kind of saddening. We are going to lose 3 Hard Charms early on in the game, so this is kind of sad, but we can always recover from it. All we need is a Lysandre. We can kill off some Shamans and a Drache on the bench, and we kind of win the game then. But we just need to draw those things off these Sycamores and stuff like that. So we probably will see a retreat and a kill onto them. So it does look like that's what my opponent is going for. And we do finally see a Mega Ray come down from our opponent. It doesn't look like he has the energy to attack with it yet, though. So there is that. We do see the electric energy coming down. So he is running electric, provided that he already is running fire energy and stuff like that. So we do see this Sigilyph go down, which is kind of sad, but we do have another one in our hand. So there is always that. Here we will promote one of these Trubbishes with Muscle Band, because why not? I will play that, and we will flip for the Roller Skates, get a Tails. It's kind of big. Now we get the Float Stone, which is kind of disappointing, if you ask me, but nothing we could really do about that. Here I'm not going to grab that. I will grab the Roller Skates here, and now we're not landing heads anymore, which is kind of sad, but nothing we can do about it. We do get the kill with the Trubbish here for the 180, which is really big here. So now if we draw Lysandre, it's basically game at this point. I don't think if he might end us here, and then it might not be game, but who knows, depending on whether or not he has a Scorched Earth, and depending on what we draw. We do see a Mega Turbo, kind of surprising. Now he's stacking all of his eggs in one basket on this Mega Rayquaza. We haven't seen our Life Do yet, which is kind of alright. It's not that big of a deal. We do see an N, and we do get a Float Stone and a Psychic Energy. The N was pretty telling here on what he had in his hand, so we do get Dragon Ascended for that much. So we will see him discard the D, E, and it will become our turn. We'll promote this to just see what we get for now. We get an N ourselves, so we will just play this N down, draw 2 basically, and we do get another Trubbish, which is kind of nice in this position. I don't know how much damage we are specifically doing at the moment, but we're doing quite a lot. We're doing 180 damage at the moment with our Trubbish, so next turn we win the game basically no matter what he goes out into at this point. So Unless if he actually if he retreats out into this, we won't get the kill unless if we draw an item card. So that is kind of a thing. Same with the Hydreigon EX. So, but if he just stays in and attacks, we do win. And if he retreats into any of these, or if we draw a Lysander, we have game. So we are up in prizes at the moment, and we do see an attach down, and he will just attack. So we will get the GG here. So this is kind of what the deck does. We just kind of set up and win. Like I said, this deck does lose to certain things like Startling Megaphone, stuff like that. So here I will see what we draw, and we just draw Psychic Energy. So we will just go for the game, and that's GG for him. He was playing a Ray deck. I think this deck beats this Ray deck. Not so much the colorless one. It's more of a 60-40 for the Ray. So yeah, but this is the deck. If you guys liked it, hit the thumbs up down in the lower section of the video down there. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you really liked it. We'll be releasing more videos. And if you didn't like it, hit the dislike dislike button, and leave a comment on why you guys disliked it, okay? We will see you next time, guys. Peace. May the RNG be with you guys in this game. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.